I won't bite
Okay, folks, before we have a toast for Mark, I do want to mention another handball celebrity. He came in a little bit late. He was a strong doubles player of the late 1960s and early 70s, and he is Mark's longest standing friend here. 55 years of friendship. Harvey Gaskowitz. Where are you, Harvey? There you are. Okay, now a toast to Mark Levine is going to be made by his older son, Greg Levine.
Very quickly, a couple of things I want to my daughter. You want me to hold her? Okay, so thanks everybody for coming. It's great that everybody came here to support my father in the induction to the Hall of Fame. My name is Greg, and I'm the older son. And this is my brother Robert, who's going to mention something really quickly afterwards. Just growing up, I remember going to the handball courts in Coney Island, watching my dad play on the weekends, and eating Mr. Softy ice cream. That's all I remember. I think the handball gene may have skipped a generation because I'm not very good. I think my brother got the athletic gene. But you know, it's a very difficult sport for those of you who don't know handball. Most of you obviously do know handball, sitting with a bunch of Hall of Famers, but with my family members who don't know it, it's extremely difficult, and it takes a lot of agility and speed, and it's very tough on the body, the knees and the hips. So, you know, it's just very exciting that everybody came here to support my dad, and I just wanted to say thank you very much for coming. A couple of things that I was looking up on the Handball Hall of Fame website. You guys probably already know this, but some of my father's notable championships were the 1968 One Wall Junior Champion, 1969 One Wall Junior Champion, 1972 One Wall Doubles Champion, and 1981 and 1982 One Wall Doubles Champion. So I'd like to congratulate. Congratulate my dad on this amazing accomplishment. Hope that one day I enjoy playing a sport or being involved in something as much as my dad loves handball. Thank you very much. My brother Rob's going to say something really quickly, and we will move on to food.
Okay.
And Seth is going to say something. You go first.
All right, hello everybody. I am by default the younger son, Robert. Thank you for all coming out this evening. It was very nice to see you all, meet you all. I've seen a lot of pictures. You all look a lot different, by the way, from some of the pictures I've seen, but it is nice to see you. There's the legend Durso. I'm going to get a lot of speaking pen, but he did shout me. Anyways, before I speak about my father, I would like to at least take this moment to acknowledge his greatest doubles partner, which is my mother, Linda. Or as I'm sure you know her by her full name, Linda, get those checks in Levine. But that's for another time. But yeah, she definitely, and by the way, they recently celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary in October. Very exciting. But yeah, I don't really have much to say. I'll be brief.
We know.
But thank you, Joe. But as my brother said, you know, growing up, one of the greatest moments was just going to Brooklyn and watching the handball, the one wall, especially in Coney Island was a very fun and very special part of my life growing up. It was just very memorable to see everyone, and even Mr. Durso over here, who keeps chiming in, was actually one of the nicest guys I remember at the courts and being very friendly. Although, for being honest, you're not the most liked either, I gotta be honest with you. But, whatever. But I would like to thank, actually, because I know, is it Anna? Yes. Is it Anna right here? Anna. Is it Anna or Anna? Tell me the truth.
On her.
Joe, shut up!
Because my dad mentioned that he was just recently at your Hall of Fame induction ceremony about a couple weeks ago. So I'd like to congratulate you again because he had very high praise to you. He said you were one of the best, if not the best. All right, I'm rambling on. What do you want to say something?
Say when you're done.
Okay, I'll wrap it up. But anyways, just to say about my dad, one of the more competitive people I've ever met. In fact, I remember going on a family vacation, I think it was Bahamas, and I was like 12 years old, and it was like a ping pong tournament. And like just last week, my dad brings up how he beat me for the championship of the meaningless Bahamas ping pong tournament in front of my wife, of course. He has to let it be known that he's dominant over here. I think that gives you the closest insight into my father's psyche and his mind. He is I will say, a wonderful father, an even better grandfather to Seth and Sienna here, as his grandson would like to say something, Seth, here. So, Dad, thank you all for coming. Dad, you are the best. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Please, Steph would like to say thank you.
Hello, everyone. It's the best ever.
Now, listen, I want to tell you that Rob thinks that we look different. Let me tell you what he looked like from what I remember. He and his brother were about this tall, and each of them had the brightest carrot top hair I've ever seen in my life. Oh, don't talk about how we look, Rob. Okay, next, I'd like to turn the mic over to Mark's handball partner, doubles champion of 1982, Neil Moshe.
Well, it's a real honor to be here. I came down from Boston. I wouldn't miss this. Did that kid win an award also, Mark? But Mark and I remember him by this picture, were extremely close. We were best of friends going back into the early 70s, and then we played together in 82. The thing that you most probably remember me, I came in second a lot of times. I took Howie's place of coming in second. I took his place 6 times, I think, 6 or 7 times. Until Mark and I got together in 1982. And when we got together in 1982 to play, I hadn't played, I'm in Boston, I hadn't played any handball. We hooked up, and I'm playing well, he's playing well. We wind up in the finals. The day of the finals, which was August 28th, 1982, my wife goes into labor in Boston. We go to the hospital, we're up 24 hours. My son is born 6:39 in the morning. I said to my wife, do you mind if I... She says, how are you going to play? I said, if I lose, I'm not going to lose by default. So I grabbed my daughter, who was 2 at the time, now she's 33. And went to the airport, took the shuttle in, picked up a box of cigars, went to the court because I was like one of the hometown kids, gave out cigars to everyone. My son was just born. We get on the court, and we lose the first game. And it's like 90 some odd degrees. I'm exhausted. Mark's talking to me. He said, come on, we can beat these guys. No offense, Frank. It was Frank DeVito and Buddy Shapiro. And we wound up winning the next 2 games. So Mark, thank you for my first national victory. The only thing I would say, Mark, and I love you, I haven't seen you. Mark and I had dinner Thursday night. I'm doing some business up here in New Jersey. So I got a hold of him and said, let's have dinner. So the 2 of us are having dinner, and we are reminiscing. We haven't seen each other in decades. And we're talking, and we go through 2 bottles of wine. The cell phone rings. Who is it? It's Linda. Mark, where are you? He's busy. Where do you think he is? He's having dinner with me. We're reminiscing. We were up to 1978 when you called. So he hangs up with her, and then I make a call, and Mark says to me, "Who are you calling? Your wife?" I said, "Yeah." "Linda. When we get to the 80s, he'll be home." But the only thing I would say, and I know they're here with us, I know 2 people who since passed would kind of overlooking here and be very proud of you. And that is the Mayor Rosenblatt, Irving Mayor Rosenblatt, and kind of my adopted father, Morris Levitsky. So thank you, Mark. You are a great champion in all sense of the word. And as far as your youngest son goes, all right, no hair there. And your oldest son, I'm looking at you. You know, I haven't seen most of the people here for 20, 30 years. You, I remember, and Danny is right, a carrot top. I remember you in the stroller with that red hair. But it was great. And last but not least, you know, Danny, when you were mentioning me, where are you, Danny Flickstein? Oh, when you mentioned me, you noticed that Danny announced me in the number 2 position, because that's usually the position I've been in, except for 1982. So, Mark, congratulations.
You're bringing up Linda is perfect timing, because we want Linda to come up here now and say a few words.
Hi everyone. I know I called a lot of people for money, begging, please, please. But anyway, I wanted to thank everyone for coming. I know a lot of people travel far, and my speech is probably going to be very short and brief. But I met Mark when I was 15 years old.
Nice.
And all we did was stay in the handball courts. We played handball, we breathed handball, and Mark was the champion, and all I did was cheer and clap, and he was the champion. And he's the champion, and he will always be my champion forever. I'd like to present him with some flowers.
Checks.
Seth, would you help me present this to Papa? Come on up. Thank you.
The main course will probably be served in a moment or two.